Adriana Baystrider inhaled her first breath on a peach-bright sunrise, 25 October 1999, inside a tide-washed cypress cottage perched on shrimp trap pilings above the aquamarine flats of South Padre Island, Texas. Outside, a scarlet ibis skimmed mirror water while her mother, a touring salsa soul trumpeter who slips pressed hibiscus petals into her mouthpiece pouch, coaxed an easy three-note whisper that set chipped enamel mugs clinking on the shelf. Her father, a lighthouse voltage tender famous for doodling cloud spoonbills on packing slips, leaned close enough that their freckles mingled, and vowed the newborn that peer chatter, hallway smirks, and shop racks topping out at 14 would always scoot if she chose to fill her outline to the farthest edge. Curves have coursed through Baystrider blood the way warm loop current fingers curl beneath Gulf murk, so nobody fretted when baby Adriana split her second homespun wrap long before the kettle wheezed. Rennie coral threaded shrimp boat twined through every rip, patched gaps with carnival kite triangles, and laughed that a handful of fabric cost pennies while trimming a sunrise could bankrupt a lifetime. Kindergarten quarters smelled of cedar curls, cinnamon sapopilla drifting from the canteen hatch, and salt winds sneak whistling past tilted louvers. Adriana already rose half a head above her tablemates, blotting projector shine whenever she traced Kemp's Ridley Turtle waypoints on the pull-down atlas. One breezy recess, two kids hop-skip circles, chanting push bars every stomp. Her glitter boots thudded on chalk lines. That evening, she knelt at the rack line, scooped soda caps polished pearl by surf, threaded them onto fishing leader, stitched the jangly chain down her seafoam hoodie, and walked into homeroom scattering prism freckles across water-stained ceiling tiles. A substitute aide filmed 8 wobbly seconds on a prepaid flip phone, posted the flicker to a fledgling video corner, and by lunch, 15,000 strangers applauded the girl who welded teasing into lighthouse ship. Adriana scribbled one violet vow beside subtraction drills, clouds, crowd, only until you flash them bright. Saturdays belonged to the shrimp pier, where her mother's trumpet curls tangle with diesel coughs from trawlers, skillet pops from hush puppy stands, and gulls bickering for mullet scraps. Store jeans jammed at Adriana's thighs, so she swapped tip jar quarters for sun-bleached gill net, unraveled rope, crocheted high-waist shorts, misted them with squid ink ibis silhouettes, then posed at tangerine sunset against rust-striped pylons while her cousin captured grainy frames. Each image glided into an online diary titled Lantern Drift. The very week a photo app fluttered across patchy Barriers Island signal. Captions traded dock slang with steady truths, such as, curves anchor gusts sturdier than seawalls. 2 months before 16 candles, 57,000 unseen hearts tapped tiny icons beneath every mango snapshot. Croofed, glowing rectangles, hush cafeteria razors, quicker than any coach's whistle. A Barrier Lagoon scholarship carried her east to the University of Florida's coastal engineering labs. Daylight dissolved in sediment flumes, nights belonged to a 24-hour pastel beignet truck glowing neon guava beneath live oak limbs. The heat lamp doubled as ring light. Between sugar orders, Adriana recorded 90-second reels folding parchment into tidal fern hairpins while decoding dart manipulation in half lecture zip and half shoreline hush, and upload layered dolphin whistles under lo-fi shuffle while she chain stitched reflective anchor braid into thrift denim. And 47 hours later, the view count breezed past 1.3 million. Gulf Coast style pages anointed her the beignet couturier, though every sponsored deck still froze at size 16. She filed each pitch in a folder labeled Shrinking Nets, brushed cinnamon dust from her cuff, and handed the next tourist sweet heat with sunrise in her grit. Hurricane Readiness Week landed an email crowned by the Columbia Sportswear Compass. The team asked her to co-design a spray shell capsule called Mangrove Pulse. Adriana answered with 3 pair firm terms. Patterns must reach 60-inch hips. Half the production crew hired from community college fashion cohorts. 10% of net profit pledged to mangrove seed nurseries from Galveston to Gulfport. Columbia signed before dawn tinted lamp acres coral. The shoe unfolded on a tie-scrubbed sandbar where snowy plumber chicks dotted commas across damp ports. She She guided paddle borders of every outline through mirror ripples, while a drone carved languid infinity loops overhead. And when the lookbook launched, every extended size jacket vanished in 41 hours across 33 nations. Lantern drift vaulted beyond 700,000 lantern icons. Take a breath of Gulf breeze with me and click subscribe right this moment. One fingertip settles the badge from red to con gray and guarantees next week's voyage glides into your notifications long before algorithm currents can nudge it astray. After tapping, sail down to the description where the Love Compass link waits, a stepwise chart thousands trust when they decide it's time to turn hello into heartfire. Spotlight Shimmer beckoned rumor goals. A clickbait vlog insisted Adriana cinch iron plates beneath mangrove post shells. Dawn found her paddling a coral board past eelgrass ribbons, bare feet planted in linen shorts, and sports bra tracing every silver stretch stripe with crushed bougainvillea petals, while her mother's trumpet breathed a sunrise growl raw enough to freeze pelicans mid-wing. 10 million viewers reposted the proof, brushing fuchsia pollen across their own curves until gossip slipped beneath slack tide. Beignet wages waltzed with capsule royalties and whipped into Baystrider velvet. A cloud-soft, butter-folding spruce tip custard, kaffir lime oil, and mica sparks glowing seashell white in any flash. 19,000 tins cooled on her father's chart bench. Lids knotted with braided crab trap rope. Each tag stamped, moisturize your horizon. Stock drained in 83 minutes, lifting $198,000. 20% sprouted beacon grants, shipping industrial surgers and hydrophones to plus-size teams in shoreline schools from Rockport to Ruskin. 8 months later, 38 beacon teams live-streamed a floating fashion and dolphin harmony gala aboard a repurposed shrimp scow, laced with solar lanterns, dawn colors spilling into classrooms from Kingston to Kyoto. Pensacola Jetty Fashion Night. Car Fresh Wharf Legend. A backstage blower sliced her sapphire mesh gown hip to knee, 80 heartbeats before runway. Adriana ripped neon dock rope off a light brace, laced the split like boot hooks, and strode the planks as if the splice lived in every original sketch. Shutters cracked like kettle corn. Vogue Golf held a rescue rope cadence, and lantern drift sparked another million lantern glimmers before brass horns warmed a mouthpiece. Trouble spun back from a former 8 Trib Mills hinting she demanded crab tower banquets and chauffeured airboats for her rescue spoonbill sonata. She posted the chain in full, refillable water urns, lentil stew for crew, caption monitors for deaf stylists. That month's affiliate tie, $136,000, financed biodegradable trap pilots off Matagorda. Fans echoed her peer creed receipts, shine brighter than rumor grit until whispers flattened like tide pool sand. Family guides her helm. Twice each month, she streams Porchline Groove. Mom feels soulful, runs beside a propane griddle. Dad recites cloud haiku. Adriana flips thrift denim, while Sonata tiptoes powdered sugar spirals over a driftwood ramp. One episode soared past 9 million watches when the bird sneezed glitter into the lens. A coastal refuge now sponsors every stream, tagging rehabilitated spoonbills with solar beacons fueled by Baystrider velvet. Preen revenue crested 12 million before second solstice. She leased a sleeping oyster shed, carved skylights through corrugated tin, hired furloughed deckhands plus design grass to whip custard and knot lids by hand during midday funk grooves. Auditors pleaded shrink wraps, but she repeated Granny Coral's creed. Fingers keep legend longer than plastic cuffs, and rope ties stood firm. Her feed flaunts honest guy, mangrove edge portraits share scroll space with beignet trick selfies caption, same sky, different tide. She posts breath loops recorded in underwater caves, principal resilience pages in English and Karen Kawa, therapy vouchers tucked 3 swipes below. 178,000 readers call her shoreline candor their first calm harbor. Community glow rides shake, shimmer off, crush shell dust. Hundreds wheel sunset causeways wearing Baystrider velvet on collarbones. LED seagrass tassels spinning from spokes. Ticket funds plump beacon grants and lift wheelchair snorkel rigs over glass springs. Chowder shacks simmer late, scallop chow bowls jump 15% on ride nights. Adriana pedals lead on a vintage cruiser with Sonata plush clipped forward, pausing to lace any rider's drifting shoe. She is shaping currents keep names for 11 language shelves next spring, while a documentary crew shadows her plan to weld retired boy chains into floating maker studios for Marshside schools. Puma's Y2 Wave lantern sneaker splashes ashore next quarter, threaded with reflective rope, cushioned by algae foam, funneling 10% revenue toward Beacon Nursery's Hugging the Gulf art. If that subscribe button somehow stayed red, touch it once more. One small push anchors next Friday's tale in your notifications before algorithm tides muddle the route. And remember, the Love Compass link below is always ready whenever your own heart craves clearer bearings toward steady romance. Hurricane hush edges toward slack water. Fresh velvet tins, beacon portals, tonight's Porchline playlist, and that confidence map trusted by thousands rests below this video, open as tide. If the Soda Cap hoodie shimmer, rope lace gown rescue, or Sonata glitter sneeze coaxed even half a grin, tap like, leave your brightest ripple in the comments, and share this voyage with someone whose sails hang limp. Every curve reroutes currents, every scar refracts lighthouse beams, and the coast bows to anyone brave enough to plant sure boots on the pier and greet tomorrow, eyes bright. Last whisper before lanterns dim. Subscribe on this breath, claim your rail, open that love compass below, and meet me on the next rising tide when a fresh story flickers beyond the breakers and courage sings your name again.